Hey, Cmax here. Gonna do some reloading. We're going to reload handgun shot shells. Um, Back when I got the Speer Lyman turret press, people who've been following my channel know that this was given to me from a guy I worked with. It was his father's, along with the Lyman powder dispenser and a bunch of other things. But in there was these, which are Speer empty shot capsules, 38-357. I did not know what these were. So I was going through some of my stuff and saw them again, and pulled out Speer manuals and looked at them, and they are for making little shotgun shells, basically, that you load into pistol calibers to shoot out a pistol. Now, they're typically used for, they say, small game or pest control. What these look like is they have a container and what they call the base wad plug. So what we're going to do is we're going to make some of these. I want to go through and just kind of give you some of the ins and outs about. Now, I haven't done this before, so this is all new to me. So we'll just figure it out all together on it. They make them for 38-357, 44 special, 44 magnum, and the newer book says 45 Colt. Now, let me go over some information basically about these. We'll pull in the shot, and I've got some 38 cases here. The plastic sleeve serves two purposes. It holds the shot, plus it protects the barrel and the rifling from lead fouling from the lead shot. You should not shoot any of these out of any kind of ported barrel or any kind of ported compensator, because apparently some of the shot can come out of the ports and possibly injure someone or something. So don't shoot them out of ported barrels or ported compensators. The 350, it says it'll do 38 or 357, but in reading everything, they recommend using the 38 cases over the 357 because the case wall thickness of the 38 is thinner, and it allows the plastic tube to seat easier than in the 357. So for this application, they recommend doing the 38 and just shooting the 38 out of a 357 if that's the pistol that you have. 44, they didn't make any differentiation between the Magnum and the 44 Special, so don't think that's an issue there. Smaller the shot, the better. They recommend number 9. I didn't have any number 9, but I do have 8, so I'm going to use 8. Now, basically, the larger the shot is, the less dense the pattern that you're going to get from it. So once we get some of these loaded, and the next time I go out to the range, we'll shoot them into some paper and see what kind of patterns we're getting. And I've got some information on what they say will happen. In the 44, because it's so much bigger diameter, they say that you can use 7.5 and it works pretty good. But larger diameter, so it's a little bit different. They recommend only using the loads that they've tested. They say hotter loads actually decrease the performance in the patterns, which I found interesting, and also slower patterns also yields poor results. So that's good. I'm using a faster powder, and I'll go through and show you what all the powders and everything is on that in just a minute. Now, the cartridge overall length for the 38-357 is 1.50 inches, and for the 44, it's 1.6. Whether it's a Magnum or Special or the 357 is still supposed to be a 1.5. So, only use lead shot, no steel shot. It says. Don't really know why, but it just said only use the lead. Once we get it in, we're going to crimp it lightly, and I'll go through. We're going to use the Lee die, and also let you know I contacted Lee to find out about the crimping of this. I don't have a factory Lee crimp die, but I may have figured something out. And I'll read you the email response and see if any of y'all know about it. But what I'm going to do is, because these are pretty fragile, you can crack them. Plus, these are old, so I don't know if they're brittle from being so old, if they're going to work okay, but we're going to find out, because I'm going to certainly try them. The newer versions of these are blue in color. So like I said, I have no idea how old this is, but I haven't seen, even in this box, or excuse me, in this book, you can see that this box looks older than the pictures they have here. And this book is like 1979 or 1980. So this is probably early 70s, maybe. I don't know. Let's see. The effective range, they're saying it's about 15 to 20 feet for this, and we'll test that out when we go to the range. They claim that basically you get 1 inch of spread per each foot of distance. So, for example, if you're back 10 feet, you should get about a 10-inch spread pattern on your target. So that's kind of all the do's and don'ts on it. What we're going to do here, let me run through and talk about what you need. Of course, you need shot, you need the capsules, and you need some cases. And basically what you do is you just fill up these cases just like you see the picture here. You fill them almost completely full. Then you put the wad / cap in it. Then you turn it where the wad's base first, and you sink it down to 1.5 overall length, and then they want a roll crimp. All right, so let's do a little bit of the load data here. For the 38, they've tested 630, which has 9 grains, unique, 5.5. The 231 is 5.0. The bullseye is 4.5. 700X, 4.5. HP 38, 4.5. And the 44 special, and they're showing 7.5, 8, or 9 shot. 6-inch barrel they tested here for the 38. And you're getting a little over 1,000 feet per second. With the exception of, looks like 231, which was just under 1,000 feet per second. I'm not going to chronograph these because I don't want to shoot my chronograph, so I'm not going to worry about that. 44 special, looks like you have 12.2 630, 8.2 of HS5, unique would be 6.7, 231 6.3, HP 38 5.8, 700X 5.3. Then for the magnum, same shot options. 630 would be 13, 7.3 for the 231 powder, unique 6.8, bullseye 6.0, HP 38, 6.0, and 700X 5.7. Now, let me pull the Speer manual number 14, and this data basically, now I'm just looking at the 38 shot capsule data. As we can see, it should match, and let's see if it does. Unique 5.5, 700X 4.5, HP 38 4.5, bullseye 4.5, and 231 5.0. So they have the same load data in the newer book. So just wanted to double check that. And there again, correct overall length, 1.5 inch even. Now the Speer part number, if you want to search this, is 8780. I did look it up on Midway. It was $8 and some change for a box of 50, but they were out of stock on it. So, all right. Basically what we want to do, and let's see, I know what, I'll use my little lead dipper. And we want to fill it up just under full, so you leave just a slight amount of room for the wad / plug, according to the instructions. And this thing holds, look, more shot than I thought it would. I might have to cut another shotgun shell, because that's what I did. Let's tap it down. Now that's a little less than full. Now in reading this, you don't want it loose. Apparently if it's, you know, kind of a loose pattern in there, that it affects the performance. So let's see if, as you can see here, get it up and see if you can see that there on how full it is. And let's see what the plug does here. Okay, wow. That looks, well, she's a little, I don't know if she's seated all the way. Slight rim, so I'm going to see if I can get this off, and I'm going to take a pellet or two out of here. Let's see here. Okay, now let's try. Yep, perfect. One pellet. Do you see the difference in, it had left just about double width paper gap around the wad. I am hearing a slight shake. That's weird from just one pellet. But I'm going to go with this. All right. Let me refocus the camera. Now, I'm not going to tell you what powder I've used. I did not have the powders that are listed here, so I have to use what I have, but I've used enough of this powder and had to cross-reference and experiment and whatnot that I know the comparison between the powder that I'm using and Bullseye to convert it over to get the same results. And it's virtually the same burn rate powder, so I'm comfortable using it, and I don't think we'll have much difference, if any. But like I said, I'm not going to tell you what powder I used. So, you know, you do whatever you want on your own risk. I just have to do what I have to do. Okay, so we're going to take our first cartridge, and I've already charged these to the correct amount. And what I'm going to do, let me refocus the camera so that we get a little bit better angle. So I'm going to cut away, then come back. We'll turn out on the camera. Well, so what you do is we've got the powder charge in there. Yep. Wad plug side down. So you put it in like that, and you can finger start it, and that's what I'm going to do. So what basically we have to do is collapse it in to 1.5 overall length, and then we got to put a crimp on it. So the first thing I wanted to do is I have the die backed all the way out, so there's no crimping involved. What I'll just have to do is run the cedar all the way down until, you know, I get the correct length. Then I'll take it out and we'll work on the crimp only. But let's put it up in there, see what happens. Let me get out the old handy dandy. And I know this is too long, but let's just see what it is. Well, we're not too far off. 1.580. So we don't have to come down that much. So I'm going to twist it in a little bit. Right, let me back it up just to here. Let's do it a little bit more. Okay, that's 1.547. So let's do it a little bit more. And we'll just keep working it in until we get it. Okay, so we've got 1.525. And a little bit more. 1.513, we're getting close. And let's see, just another here. Remember, you go too far, you've gone too far. So, all right, 1.510. All right, so slight adjustment. That should just about do it. And let's see here, 1.505. So just another hair. And 1.5015. Wow, just a bit. All right, 1.501. So just a bit more. Almost there. Bingo. 1.500. That's it. So that one is in, but now we have to do the roll crimp to it. So I'm going to set this aside, and I'm going to go ahead and fill up the other ones, do the same procedure, then we'll do the roll crimp. Be right back. All right, well, we're back. What I've done is the lease set that I have does not have a crimp die, but here's a copy of the email that I received back from Lee Precision, and basically what it says, as you can see, is, you know, it'll start with a light taper crimp, and then as you bring the body down more and more, it'll turn into a roll crimp and heavier and heavier and heavier. So what I did is I backed out the seating plug, so I won't have to worry about it but breaking the case, because I wanted to do it in a separate operation because I was worried about this plastic being old and brittle. So far so good, it's seated fine. I don't want to crush it though with the roll crimp. So basically what we're going to do is put it in and start crimping. And that's pretty good already. We'll do it just a little more. Oh yeah, that worked good. And let's see if I can get Mo Daddy up to let you see it here. Let me try to get it under the line a little better. If you can see that, you can see that there is a roll crimp on it. And case is fine. Wow, that was easy. And that's it. So there I've got the 38 Speer shot capsule shot shell. So what we'll do, once I'll make another video, a separate video on the results of it at the range. But we'll go ahead and let's do the rest of them here. Oh, nice. Works well. Wow, I'm very pleased. I was real concerned about this, these being so old that the case was just going to shatter, crack. Wow. Very cool. All right. Well, that's it. Just so you know, I took an old 20 gauge, number 8, and cut into it. I loaded six capsules. That's the amount of shot I have left. So basically, probably about 3 to 4 per 20 gauge as far as shot if you're going to do like I did and rob it out of a shotgun shell. I don't know how many of these I really want. I may load 10 or 20 of them just to have them in the mix for whatever may pop up. I'm not going to make a whole bunch of them, but the boxes do come with 50, so that's more than enough for any kind of rat shot or something that I may need. All right, well, that's going to wrap it up on this one. Please check my current contest if you haven't gone in. Got a really good prize, $100 Visa gift card. Drawing will be on May 1st. You can just see the previous video. Video responses get 2 entries, mailed anywhere in the contiguous 48 states. Thanks for watching. You know the safety rules. Keep your finger off the trigger till you're ready to fire. Always know where your muzzle's pointed. Every gun is always loaded. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. Have a great day.